It's a beautiful sunny day and I am so excited to be here again on the Burger Wars Trail, and I am really excited to be today at Aldershot School, and I'm here with my friend Crystal Turner Tracy, and she's the principal here in Aldershot, and we're going to be talking about today is what's called the Principals Fund. So just as a little bit of a background, Campaign for Kids gives $800 every year to every middle school and elementary school in Kings County, and that funding is used by the schools at their discretion. So I'm going to get Crystal here, and she's going to talk about how Aldershot uses the program.
Well, thanks, Laura, for having me. I'm excited to share on behalf of a lot of principals some of the things that we do with the Principals Fund. I'm sure people are aware that when we have little people in our lives, there's lots of gaps, and not everyone has the same advantages. So we're happy to be able to fill some of those gaps with this program. Probably one of the biggest things that we benefit from is something called the Winter Wear program. And hundreds of children in Kings County have been provided the opportunity of warm outdoor winter gear, which includes the coat, the ski pants, and the boots. And so we all benefit from that, and that is a big program. And then, as Laura said, we each have about $800 as well, and then we get really creative. And I'm just going to share some of the things that we've done just over the last 5 years. And some of those things include providing other kinds of clothing or backpacks or spring shoes for kids. We have also provided some fine arts programs for children. There are some funding agencies out there for sports, but there isn't if you find a child that's got a musical talent and they want a piano lesson, or they want to take some art classes up at the community college. So we funded those things for children who are identified with some talents we want to nurture. We've also bought sports gear for children, so we might be able to find the funding to pay for summer soccer, but then they need cleats and they need shin pads as well. Right. And that's great value because that gets passed down through other children in the family and in the neighborhood. We've also filled some gaps around glasses for children or emergency medications. And we also will use the Principals Fund to pay for taxis for children, because sometimes they aren't able to participate in the after-school program because they don't have transportation home and the buses have already run. So we make sure they get that opportunity and pay for the taxi ride home. So those are some of the other things, and it's a great program. We have lots of kids that benefit from it every year.
That is awesome. Thank you for explaining that. So it's a wide variety of things where the funding goes to, and that's where a lot of your Burger Wars funding will go towards, is helping with this Principals Fund for the schools to use this funding, just as Crystal had announced here, that as what they do for Aldershot. It's quite similar across the board for other schools. So, and it's great that you have your own discretion on how to spend it and how you need to see fit. And
every year is a little different, right?
Yeah, depending on who has the needs or what the needs are. So that's exciting. So the other part of this is that we're here today is Crystal has graciously agreed to try one of our burgers here today too. So we today have the Callister's Cali Chicken Alfredo Burger. And I say, driving over with that here today was just torture having it in the car because it smelled so delicious. So this is like our chicken Alfredo on the burger. So it's a crispy chicken burger, and it is made with a toasted garlic bun as well. And not little. I see some bacon in there. Look at that. And of course on their side is their famous, they're like chips, almost kettle chips, home fries. I love them. That's why I love, one of the big reasons that I always go to Callister's for too. So huge thank you to Callister's for providing the burger today for Crystal to eat here.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so she's gonna give her a try, see what she thinks. She's a great sport. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up. So thank you again. We've got about 4 more days for Burger Wars here happening across the valley. So get out, get your burgers, enjoy these last few days, eat as many burgers as you can, support Campaign for Kids and all the great things that Crystal here has mentioned. So thank you to Crystal Turner Tracy from Aldershot, principal here at Aldershot Elementary School, for coming on board. So thanks very much, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.